swordsman, displaying movements as impeccably executed as a Templar knight's. King later thought, "What a fool. How inexperienced did a professional guard have to be to forget to even reinforce his body? The only service he was doing was giving the Royal Knights of Sapin a bad name." After a strange silence, King later turned to look at his wife. She was staring, wide-eyed, at something behind him. King Glader was astonished to see Sebastian on the ground clutching his left leg. Several bone shards stuck out of the limb, and Sebastian glared daggers at the boy. The conjurer fumbled for his staff. Grabbing it, he pointed it at the boy and began mumbling a spell. "Enough, Sebastian," King Glader roared. He thought, did the ignorant fool not realize that all this stemmed from his greed? Greed for a child's bond? King Glader grabbed Sebastian's staff and snapped it in half. Sebastian stared at him in shock, like a pathetic ingrate, as if King Glader had betrayed him. "Stand down. This matter is over," King Glader growled menacingly, locking eyes with Sebastian. King Glader thought, he was in the presence of a king. No matter how accustomed he had become to that, I could still end his life on a whim. Perhaps I needed to remind him of that. No sooner had King Glader finished the thought than the boy fainted. His family and the Helsties rushed towards him. King Glader sighed. Settling this incident would be tiresome. He could see the boy's family and friends struggling not to lash out. King Glader thought, wise of them, to know their place in front of their king. Thinking about the trouble caused and what it would take to deal with it, King Glader took a deep breath. "I imagine the boy needs to be treated. Please excuse yourselves. We can settle this matter at another time," he announced. He guided his wife and children outside, leaving the two pathetic clowns, once royal knights, to be picked up by their teammates. Arthur thought, "Gah! My head." Arthur pried open his eyes, curious about his location, but everything was blurry. As his vision cleared, he carefully turned his head. He was in his room. Cue! Sylvie woke up almost immediately and began licking Arthur's face. "You're awake! You're awake!" she chirped, her tail wagging fiercely. Oh, you're finally awake!" Arthur's mom rose from where she had been leaning against his bed. "The doctor said you probably fell unconscious from shock and that you'd wake up soon. However, I don't think 8 hours is soon." She gently ran her fingers through Arthur's hair, smiling softly. Her red eyes showed she'd been crying. A bitter taste filled Arthur's mouth. Regret over making her worry again. "What happened after I passed out?" Arthur willed himself to sit up, placing the excited Sylvie on his lap. His mother replied, "We all left shortly after you passed out. No one was in their right state of mind, and the king excused himself first. Your father is downstairs in the living room with the king's representative, discussing what happened." Her eyes were wet with worry. Arthur nodded and got out of bed. His body felt heavy from using the first phase of Sylvia's draconic will, so he limped slowly